Hi friends, welcome to Tutor's Funny channel. Today I am bringing the video of WOP concept of Java. WOP is a very crucial things in the programming language. Those who wants to learn programming, you must study WOP. If you are not familiar in WOP, you will not able to write the programming well. So you have to study WOP well. So I bring the WOP CRUD application step from the scratch. Okay. So you have to go through the video and you have to learn WOP, how to make the CRUD application you choosing WOP in the efficient way, and how to design the UI design using Java Swing application in efficient way. You can study both from the scratch. You can watch it. Thank you. Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I am going to teach sales and target contribution MVC WOP project using Java Swing application. Now let me discuss. Right. So here target and contribution. So if you are go for the company, they given the sales company, they given the target. Okay, so the target you have to complete the target. So the here we have a contribution, right? So you can see the target. These are the attributes it have. ID, the target person name. After that, the amount, the date. It's a complete, right? So the contribution as a ID, date, amount, and target. These are the attributes we have, right? Now let me create this target and contribution tables. So if you are not install the MySQL workbench in your machine, you have to install the MySQL workbench. MySQL workbench. Okay, right? After that, we have to install the NetBeans ID. You have to download NetBeans ID in your machine. Latest release, you can download and install it, right? Now I already installed the MySQL workbench. I have to open it. MySQL workbench. Click on here. I'm going to type the username root, password root123, press enter key. Right. Now here I'm going to create the database. So database I'm going to create how to create the database. So you go here, you can see different tabs are there. Here you can go here to click on this first symbol, this one. Here I'm going to create the new database, which is a IFC. This is a company. Okay, I just create IFC. Right. Now click apply. Right. IFC. Right. You can see the IFC database has been created here. Right. This inside database we have created the table. Select the table. Right click new table. Now you can get it here. You can click on here. Okay. You can add the columns. First one, this column. What's the column? Is target. So target is a column. Sorry. Target is a table name. Column first one is a ID, which is a target ID, which is a primary key with auto increment. Okay, we have to create the auto increment. We no need to give the value. It is ID is auto increment. Once the value is added, ID will be auto increment. Second one should be the name. Target name should be I have given the as 255 right characters. Third one should be our amount. The amount. This one should be auto given as a double. Fourth one should be our date and complete. Date, there also date. The date. After that, complete. This one should be you are given as a the active or not, the complete. The sales is active or not. Okay, you just okay here you have to select as a tint. Tiny int, you have to select tiny tiny just tiny it. So type it here. You have to get them here. Tiny So tiny int 1. So tiny int 1. Here we are default value you have given as here 0. That gives the default expression 0. Right? That's the thing you have to do it. So it's the default one you have set as. We not add these two fields are not add the values. So here we have to set as at 0. Right? Okay, tiny values. Complete. Right. So this is the thing you have to create the table. You have to make sure this is all the selection. After that, you have to click apply, finish. Your table has been created successfully. Here, target table has been created successfully. Right. Now I'm going to create another table which is a contribution. Create table contribution. Right. Here we have to add the columns ID, which is the contribution ID, primary key. So auto increment. Second one is here date. This is also the date. Third one should be our third field amount target ID. So amount is a amount. So you have just a double. After that, target ID, which is an integer. That's the field you have to set it here. Right? This is a foreign key. The foreign key of the table, target table. There is ID, the same ID, which will be coming to the contribute table, which is a foreign key. Right. Now we have to apply, finish it. Right. Perfect. Now we have created the two tables. We have to create it perfectly. Right. Now let's go to the NetBeans. Open the NetBeans. Right. Now if you are doing the project in Swing application, I recommend that you have to do it as NetBeans. It's very simple. You have to configure the project. Right. Okay. Everyone doing this project in Swing application in NetBeans idea. Java effects you can use it as a IntelliJ idea. That is the best editor. Now you click file, new project. I'm going to create the sales target. Sales target. Sales target. Sorry. Sales target. Spelling wrong. Right. If it is selected, create main task, you have to uncheck it and finish the project. Now your project has been created. You can see here your project has been created. Here default. Here you can expand the project here default package. Here I would create the packages. First package I am going to create Java package. I'm going to create first package. I'm going to create this one. Controller. You have to write it like this. com.project.controller. First I'm going to create the package. This is a controller package. This is a MVC architecture I'm going to do in the project. Second package I'm going to create new Java package. Second project I'm going to create this one as a model. Third one create I'm going to create the package this here as util. After that, you have to create another package. This is a DB. After that, I'm going to create another package, which is a view. These are the packages we have to create. Okay. MVC model, controller, DB, model, util. Util can manage the date and everything, date, time, and all things. DB, this package control the databases. This is a controller. This is a model. Right. It's a model. This is a view. The view part, I'm going to create the right click, select the package, new. I'm going to select the JFrame form. Here I'm going to name it as a form. Here's the name of form. Right. Now here you have to expand that. You double click on this, you can give the sizes. So this right now here what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to here. First I'm going to go to the menu. So under the swing heading, the menu, the file menu bar, you have to drag and drop it here. The menu bar, click on this, right click. You can see the event. Sorry, you have to go to the select this menu option, right click, palette, add palette. You can see here the menu item. You can add the menu items over here. Here you can add the menu item. So here right click, edit text, exit. Okay, if you want to the menu, right click here, like this menu item, you can add it here. Here. If you want to another one, go here, add palette, menu item, you can add another menu item. You can do it like this. If you need like this way, here you can explain like this way. What you're going to say, click on this. You click on this. There is another thing. You can see the menus. Here you can add the menus and you can expand this like this. The software you can write like this. Okay, that's the thing you have to do it. Right? These are the menu item, this menu in Java programming. Right. After that, I have to split out this interface. So to split out, you have to go to the area which is you can split out the area is splitter. In here, split pan. So to select this split pan, you have to drag and drop it here. You can see here. Split pan, you have to drag and drop it here. Click on this one. You have to write like this. Here, it's a split pan. Right? You have to adjust the size. Right? So you have to click. Right? So you have to write here is split. Okay, you have to write like this. Now you can see here, I want to this your left side, you have to increase the size a little bit bigger here. Okay, we need a width, right? So what how to increase the width here, you have to go to the here the split pan. This is a split pan. So you have to go to the navigator pan. Navigator pan. Here this you have there are two pans, panel 1, panel 2. You have to select the main one, splitter. Splitter, you have to select this splitter. This is a splitter. You have to go to give the location here, divided location. I'm going to increase as 200%. Now you can see here. If you feel it is too much, you have to little bit. You have to select again. That's 150, 170. It will be the perfect one, I think. Percent key. Now you can see here. It's okay, right? Perfect. Now here you can drag the button and all. Now let's execute the program and check it. It's working. It's working perfectly. Working. Now here it's working perfectly well. Right here. I can select this one, properties. Right, so it's working perfectly well. Right. Now let's select the panel. I'm going to code generate center and here go to the source, control F, UI, you have to select this one as a metal. That's the perfect one. Now again I'm going to hit this one. You have to arrange them as a now let's click here. Here you can working perfectly. It's working perfectly. Here you can see here. Simply here. It's very simple. Right? I hope you guys you understood things well. I will see you in my next video. Thank you. Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. In our last class, we stopped here to create the user interface. Let me continue the video. So select the our package com project.view. Here I'm going to create right click new. Here I'm going to create this time not a JFrame. Instead of that, we have to create the JPanel form here, right? The JPanel form I'm going to give here as a name is a target. This is a form. Target. When you click this button, this form should be open. Click OK. Right. This form is created. Now let's expand the form a little bit bigger here like this. Right. Now here what you're going to do is, here I'm going to first I need a toolbar. So you have to get the toolbar from the tool palette. So where's the toolbar? Here is a toolbar. You have to drag it, drop it here. The toolbar, you have a button. So you have to drag the buttons as well. Here you can see the button. Here you can read the buttons. But put the buttons. Right button. Okay, here button, you right click and edit text. You have to write whatever new. Right. So if you need another button, click select and put another button. This one the data save. You have to drag and drop another button. This one should be the update. Right. You have to move the button. Right. Now after that, what you're going to do is another thing. We need to do that. Another thing is that we have to drag the split panel. This one. Drag and drop it here. Right. We have already deleted this one. Right. Now you have to increase the size a little bit like this. Right. You have to do it like this. Now here we have a. This is the horizontal view. You have to. What you're going to do is it's completely come to orientation. It's horizontal. You have to make it as vertical. It's coming this one. Now this view, I'm going to drag one panel. Here also drag the panel below as well. Select the first one. Here you have to create the slit view here. You have divided as you have a 200. Press enter key. Now you can see here this 200 means here this one. Here we have a little bit. You have to bigger, right? So this area, I'm going to do the thing is you can see here this area. Here you can see here. You can hear this is the. If you want to check the design here, it looks like this. Right, so frame look like this here design, right? So here I'm going to drag it the labels. So labels, I'm going to drag the labels first. Where's the labels? So drag the labels here. This one should be our, which one is a label? Target name. Target name. Right. Second one should be the same thing. You control C to copy, control V to paste and get another copy. This one should be the target amount. This one amount. You have to make that amount. Third one should be control C to copy, control V. This one should be target date. Date. Right. Perfect. This is how we have to make the system. Now here this hold on shift key down and select all. Right click and properties. We have to make the little bit increase the size of the font little bit 24. Or let's decrease the size little bit bigger 18 should be perfect. Right. Now here I'm going to drag the each text boxes to align it. The first one, right click properties. This one you will make it as 14. Right. So close it. Right click edit text backspace to remove the existing. Select again. Control C to copy, Control V to paste below. Control C to copy, Control V to paste below. Perfect. Now what you're going to do is we have to did the thing successfully. Now here I'm going to drag the J table. So if you are drag the J table, you can see the J table is the J table. If you drag it here, you can see it's go below the line. You can see it's not fit at the screen. So what you're going to see, you have to double click on this. You can go here this frame. Here now you can drag it. Here, it's go successfully. Right now here. Now if you drag it, now here double click on this. Sorry, here you double click. It goes to the your frame. It will set successful. This is the beauty of your drag the split plan. This is how you make the project beauty. Okay, split plan using to do the project beauty. Okay, you have to use the split plan, right? Okay, right. Now what you're going to do is you have did the active successfully. Now here are the things. Right click, table content. You have to write the row. We have to count all the things. So you have to make it as 0. First, or the column, first one should be make it as ID. Second one should be the target name. So you have to make it as name, amount, date. You have to make it as a date. That's it. After that, you have to close it. Now it will be changed. Right. Successfully done the target part. Right. You click on this one, target. Right. Perfect. It's well. Now what you're going to do is we have to do the another thing is that the target form I just copy it and paste it again, paste it here. This one you have the contribution. This contribution here also you have to write first one is the note, second one is the date, amount, target ID, amount. Third one should be the copy and paste it here, the target ID. This one should be the combo box, not a box. You have to make it as a combo box. You have to drag it the combo box over here. Select this one, select the model, delete them, press enter key. After that, you have what you're going to do here. Right. After that, what you're going to do is here. Here you have to do the thing is here also you have to change this one, table content, columns, name. First one should be the note, date, amount, target ID. Right. You have to make it as target, not a tidy target. Yeah, just target. Right. That's it. Right. Perfect. We've done the things perfect well. Right. Now what we're going to do is we have done the things, two things are well. Let's go to our uh, main page of form. Right. The form. The main. This is a main form. Okay. So here, what you're going to do is the main form. When you click this one, this form it goes to the target. If you click this button, it goes to the contribution. Okay. The first thing what you're going to do is here, you have to do the thing is here. First thing I'm going to uh, go to the main form. This is a main form. You click on this. Sorry. But go to the source. Source here you have to go to the main window. This is a main form. Here what you are going to see here, I'm going to look and feel of the application as a Windows program. It's no problem. It's take the Windows to get look and feel, right? So after what you're going to second one, I'm going to do it here. When you click this button, it's go to the form. So select right click, event action perform. Here you would set it here as here. I'm going to set it. It goes to the which form target. So target form you create the object target t equal new target. Right. Now here t dot. Now here we have tried not t. You have imported here this one. What's the name of this one? You have tried this button one. So here okay, button one. This one. Right. So it's the button one. Instead of button, you have tried click this one as a J split one pan. Okay. If you click on this one, J split pan one. So here you have to get this name. This J split one. Okay. So write J split one. J split. What is the name you have given? J split one. Right. So you click on this. The same name I am put it here. Dot right set right component. You have to make it as this T. This T over here. Right when you click this button. Let's check it. Click on this target. Okay. You can see here. It's go here. You can see here. Right. So here what you're going to do is let's increase the size a little bit bigger. Okay. Now let's, you can see, click on this. Now here it's adjust successfully. Here it's working perfectly well. This is how the software is, right? So now again I'm going to this one. We have click on this, the same thing. You just copy it, click on this, you have to paste it here. This one also contribution, contribution. There also the contribution. It goes to the C. Here you the object C. I just create a C. Now let's check it whether it's working fine or not. Click target. If you have got a contribution, it goes to contribution. It's working perfectly well, right? It's working perfectly well. I hope you guys you understood things well. I'll see you in my next video lecture. Thank you. Hi guys, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Let's continue our WP project. So here you can see here in our last class we done the UI part. Here we have to give the names. Okay, we have to change the name of this target, this text box name. We have to change it first as a txt name. This one should be have changed it as txt amount. This one should be txt date. Right. Now first this is the new button. You double click on this. This button, what you're going to do is here we have to txt name dot set text. You have to write clear. Second one txt amount set clear. Third one txt date need to be clear. So we have to clear the things whatever you are written, right? So if you have to right click the program, you can see click target. If you have written something else here, if you want to clear, click new button. Here it's clear, right? Clear. I want to focus on the target name text field, so you have to write the same name. You have to put it here, txt name dot request focus. Right, now let's run and check. Click on this, type something else, click new. Here it's focusing. Right, perfect. Now what you're going to do is I'm going to add the data save method data using the WOP model. So in order to do the task, we have to first go to the controller. We simply have to go to the controller. Before that, we have to add the, you have to go to the Google and type MySQL connector jar. Click on here. You have to get the jar file. Right, you have to set the jar file. Click on here. Second one. Right here, this is zip file. You have to download them. No thanks. I just start my download. You have to the download started. You have to wait until the download has been completed to this file. So in order to do the thing is first you have to go to, this is your project. Okay, this is a project. You have to build the project. You go to the your project. As your project is created the directory. Here your project is created. So you just copy this path. It go here. Paste on here. Which is your project? My project is sales staff. You go here. Here I'm going to create the one file, right? Which is a I'm going to create lib. So the lib. Here inside the lib folder, I'm going to pass it that connector, right? So when you when you cut this your project and bring into another machine, that driver is not affected, so that we have to pass it here. So you go here, you can, this is downloaded. I just extract them file. You have this one, the MySQL jar. Here you can see the MySQL jar. Just copy it. This one, this one. So paste it here inside the lib folder. Right. Okay, right. Perfect. Now what you're going to do is here. After that, you have to go to the lib folder, the libraries. You have to add it here. So you just add jar folder. You have to select that from your project. So our project is by here. This project you have to this copy this path. We have to given the path C drive. The C drive, yes, the C drive. It's located the C drive. Users HP. Users HP. Documents NetBeans. So documents NetBeans project. Here I'm going to target here this one. Sales target. Inside the folder. Here's the lib folder. We have a MySQL, right? We have to attach like this. So here it's built. So this is how we have to attach it. This is an efficient way to do it, right? This is must, right? Okay, that's we have built it, right? Perfect. Right now here your file is there, right? So it's perfect. Things you have to do it, right? Now what you're going to do is after that I'm going to go to the controller file. It's a controller. This controller I'm going to make it as a class, which is a target controller. Target controller. This controller class, we have to make this method which is static. Public static. It's a boolean. Save, right? So it passed the arguments string, name, what are the fields are there, name, amount and address, amount and date. Okay, so here we have to implement that name, this argument. You write string amount. We are not doing anything else, we just make it a string date. All right, so here we have to open and close curly bracket. Here we have to write it here is first you have to string URL equal jdbc dot mysql colon localhost. You have given the port here mysql workbench you can see there's a port. You have to write the what's the port it will be running 32.6. This is a port it will be running. You have to open it here. This is about what it will be running. So get a port over here. The database name, which is a database name you have created. Database name which is IFC, this one. Here you can see the target. You have to open up. This is your tables, right? So target. So IFC, right? So I have to write here IFC, right? Simple stuff you have to write. After that you have to write the string your username. The username uname equal is a root. While installing the MySQL workbench, I gave the username as root. String password, you write password equal, you write root 123 is my password. Right. That's it. That's the thing you write. Use the username and password is right. Okay. What is the row? Sorry. Right. Perfect. Right. Now what I'm going to do is after that, you have to write the register the driver. So you have to write the register driver. You are using class dot phoname. First you have to write the com dot mysql dot you have to write cj dot mysql cj jdbc dot driver. You have to register the new driver like this, right? So here it's not a task import the try and catch block. Some try and catch block. This error go away. You can see here. After that, what you're going to do is you have to write a connection. So you have to write a connection of this connection. That is con equal driver manager. To make a connection, you have to write the connection class. So you have to write here imports java dot sql java dot java dot sql. You have to add the SQL package over here, right? Import java.sql. Right. After that, you have to write driver manager. Driver manager dot get connection, the URL, comma username, comma pass pw. That's it. That's the thing you have to write it. After that, what I'm going to do is here we have to add the another catch block as well. This one implemented. Perfect. Now what you're going to do is here and write the prepare statement. You have to write prepare statement. You have to create the prepare statement object. So you have to write prepare statement. Prepare statement. PSP equal con dot prepare statement. Here you have to write this SQL. You have to write the you have to write the you have to check the SQL codes over here. Right? You have to check the SQL codes. Right? So you have to write it here. You have to write it here. You have to write insert into which table you are going to add it? Target table. Here the table which name is target. So target. This is the columns. Name, amount and date. So you write into target you have to write the name, comma amount and date only. Right? After that, values here you have to write 3 question marks as a parameters. That's it. That's the thing you have to write it over here. Right here you have to implement the prepared statement. What's the wrong prepared statement, right? Perfect. Right. That's the thing you have to write it. Now you have to set it tst dot set string. You have to type one mean name. Write one name. What's the name you are coming here? Name. Here, parameters. Second one should be the two mean amount. Three mean you have set as a date. Right. Simple stuff you have tried it. After that, you have tried tst dot execute non-query. You have to ask the non-query execute non-query. So we have to execute update. Execute update. This one. That's it. That's the thing you have tried it. Right. After that, you have write a return true. Right. Return true. If there any problem, return false. Right. That's the thing you have to write it. Masera. Right. Return true. Right. Here you have return true. Right. Okay. That's the thing we have to write it. Right. Right. I hope you guys you understood the things well. In my next video tutorial, I am going to teach about the this class. I'm how to save the data. Right. Thank you for watching. Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. In our last class, we saw the controller section of the programming. Now here, I'm going to go to my target Java. Now here the save function button. You go to the save button first. I have to set the values. So here this one target name, amount and date. So you have to first you have to create the variable string. This one should be date. Sorry, name. Target name. So target name equal txt name dot get text. After this, copy this paste it here. This one should be the txt amount. This one should be the amount. Or the date, string date. This one should be the date. Right. Now here we have to create the variable is the boolean data type. You have to create as save equal. So call the target controller. This target controller, you just right click this one, copy this dot save dot what are the functions there? The save. Right. Save this method, save method. So here we have to write it here as here target. So you have to write it here this one program target controller. It has a method which is a save. Just save method is here you have a what is a it's giving first one is the name. So target name, amount, date. We have to give it here. Right? You have to give it here. This one should be boolean. Right. So you have to give the type. Right? If save. So write it here. This message is display J option pan dot show message dialog. So write this save. Otherwise fail. Right. Now let's check whether it's working fine or not. Target. So write ABC amount this date this. You try to start with the year 2033 month 12 month 3. Hit save button. Here save. It's working. Here it's working. Record is saved successfully. It's working. Okay. Now let's close it. Now let's check in the database whether it's working fine or not. Might still work batch. Root 1 2 3. You can see here table target. Here it saved successfully, right? It saved successfully. Now what you're going to do is I'm going to go to here. It's working successfully well. Now after save the record, we have to clear the field. So yeah, we have to date all things. We have to focus on here. This one, paste it over here. How to save the record, right? Perfect, right? Now what you're going to do is instead of do the things, we have to implement the encapsulation. So into our project. So here we have to, in order to implementation the encapsulation part, you have to go to the model section. You have to make the class target. So this is the efficient way to implement the WOP, right? Here you have to create the variables string name, so target name. You have to use the double amount. So this is a date. So write a string date. It's a string date, right? Now here I am going to implement this is a model class. In model, we have to implement the right click, refactor. You have to implement the encapsulation fields. I need all the fields of the encapsulation. You have to select all, right? Okay. So you have to select all. You have to click on this refactor. It will implement that. But all the fields should be implemented. Very simply, you have to implement the encapsulation, right? So this is how we have to do the programming, right? Okay. So now go to the controller. Now you can see here only the three data there: name, amount, and date. So if we imagine if we have a more than 10 fields of the form, more than 10 fields. Here only 3 fields of more than 10 fields. So each and every field you have to put we have to write it here: string date, string address, all things. Instead of that, if we are writing like this, it is very efficient way to write the program, right? If we do it like this way. So now here the save method, what you're going to call it here is target. This class target, okay, the object target. This one we have to get it there, import the package. It's a model package. You have to import the model package, right? Now here it's not error, we have to get a get method. So you have to write get name. So write the target, this target dot get name After that, target get amount. Here this one should be there. We have set as double, that we have to make it as a double. This one target set date, get date, right? That's the thing here. We have to get all the data, right? So we have to get the data from where? The model. You have to get the data from the model and pass into the controller, right? So after that, controller pass into the view. So view, go here, same method. Here you have, after we change it, it passing the error. Okay, it will be passing the error. So here, what you are going to do here is, we have to remove it. Okay, you have to remove it. So here, you are getting the data like this, right? Here, right? Here also. Now let's go to the target view. Here, this one we have to make it as a little bit confusing. We have a same thing name, target. Here also target. You have to change them, simply refactor, rename target model. So to make it as target model. So to make it as target model, this one. So this target model, here also it will be changed. Here also you have to go to here. So type first implement at the target model, create the object T equal new target model. First T dot, here you have to implement the target model, right? After T dot, you have to write set name. You have to set this target name over here. After the T dot set amount, you have to type this amount over here. That amount you have to write it here, double dot pass, double dot pass, because I am put it as a double, so you have to write double pass, double. Here you have to pass the amount. After that, you have T, you have to write here date. Right. After that, we are calling this T here to add the data. Right. First, you have to get the data here. First, we have to get the data for the data receiving. After that, all the data we have to set into the tag. At the data, for the data you are typing, you are setting to update add the data into the database. Let's check whether it's showing fine or not. Target name B. Your target name you write some seasonal target. I just type it. You have to write the target amount. I'm going to write this date 3 month 12 date 5. Click save button, record save. Right now the object oriented concept is working fine. Right now, if you want to check it, MySQL work back. Okay, it's working successfully. Perfect. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. In our last class, we saw how to add the records into the database using the WOP. In this video, I'm going to teach how to view the records. So first, what you're going to do is here, I'm going to go to first, I'm going to here, I'm going to configure the database connection here. So first, this connection we have to maintain with a separate file. That is the efficient way to do the program. So how to maintain with the separate file? Here you can see here that I have a separate package which is called as db. Here I'm going to create the class new Java class which name is db. This class, what you're going to do is you have to create the public static connection con equal null. After that, we have to create the function which is a to implement the namespace. Here we have write about import Java dot SQL Java. We have to implement this package Java here. Over here, Java connection get connection method, but you have to write the throws using the exception handling, open and close bracket. Here we have to write if connection equal null. If the connection is null, you have to create the connection. So you have to create the connection here. This connection you have to create it. Cut off here, paste it here. If the connection is null, you have to create the connection. Okay, if the connection is null, you have to create the connection. Right? So you have to implement the second thing is dissolve things, but implement the connection. Right? You have to write like this. Right? So drive manager right. You have to write like this. You have to create a connection. Right? So if the connection is already there, you have to return the connection. Here we have to write return con. The connection is already there. We have to return the connection. It's very simple. We have to do the things. Okay, separate by the file. What the meaning of this? If the connection is null, mean if you don't have any connection, you have to create the connection. So when you run the program, if the connection is already there, it will be return the connection. That is the things we have to write over here. You have to understand this line. What happened the null things. There are many students not aware of about these things well. Okay, why we have put null here? The connection is null, nothing. There is no connection. You have to create the connection first. If the connection already exists, it will be returning the connection. Right? That's the thing we have to do it. Right? Perfect. We done the perfect things. Right? Now let's back to my project. You have to implement this. Right? You have to implement this connection to our project. Right? So how to implement that? We have to implement this. Right. Now you have to try to implement the connection. You have to write a connection con equal db, this is name db dot you have to write the db, you have to write the import the library here, db dot get connection. You have to get connection. That's it. You have to get the get connection, db dot get connection. Here what's there? You have to throw the catch block. That's the thing you have to write, the exception. Right. So you have the exception you have to write. Right. That's the thing we have to write. Okay, now that thing is work insert query. After that we have to write the view code. So view, how to write it here is you have to write the view part. Now I'm going to view the data. You have to create the list. So you have to write public static list. Here you have to write target get all right? List, you have get all your list. It is a class. It automatically imported. If the class is not there, you click on here. You click on import the util package, right? Okay, that's the thing you have to write it. So here after that you have write a list target. You have to create the object list equal new array list. You have to write an array list. Right? Array list. You have to write an array list. Right. Now what you are going to do is you have to import the class as well util array list. Right. Now here what you are going to do is you have to write this. You have to create a query string SQL equal select all from target. Right. After that, what you are going to do is here, we have to establish a connection. This connection. Paste it below. Right. So here we have to this one, add it over here. This kind you have created one Korean had to establish it here. Right. So here, right, variable you have established here. After that, we have write the result set object. You have write we now need this one. Result set. Subset rs equal tst prepare statement object dot execute query. So write the while loop rs dot next open and close curly bracket. Here you have to write target t equal new target t dot set name you have to write rs dot get string name. After that, the same thing, just copy it, paste it below. Here I leave on mistake, not a target. The model we have to write the target model. That's the problem. You have to make it here as a target model. That's why it's a problem is occur. Error is occur. The target model. Right now here's the target model. The target model you have to create the object target. Now here you can see set here set name is coming. Okay, here set name is coming. It's perfect. Now here it's working perfect. That's the problem. I called the wrong class. That's why it won't work before. Now you have to rs dot get string. You have to write name. After that, this one should be amount. Get double. Get double. After that, third one should be set date. Set date. This one should be the string date. What's the error? But right here set date rs dot get string. You have to change it as a date. That's the thing you have to write. After that you have to write, you have to add all the things to the list. So you write list dot that is p. That's it. After that we have to return list. Right. That's the thing you have to write. In our next video, I'll be explaining the rest of the things. Thank you for watching. Hi, welcome to Twitter's Funny channel. In our last class, we saw how to view the record. So we have completed the list. So here the list, we have to get the data. We have to load the data from the database and get the data using the set method. We have set it and passing to the our J table. So we have to pass into the J table. So how to pass into the J table we see. Right, we have to pass into the J table. We'll see. Right, so here this is our target. Name, ID, name, date. Anything is a let's go to the database MySQL workbench. This is our table complete. But you have to one more column you have to edit as a complete. So you have to right click, table content, columns. You have to write another column, complete. Right, perfect. Right, now perfect. Now let's go to the source. I'm going to first you have to declaring the first you have to create the method which is a public void, public void load table. Load table. You have to write default table model, table model m equal new. You have to write this one. You have to make it here. You have to cast it. You have to add the class import this one. So you have to write the table which name is JTable1. Copy this. Control C to copy this. Back to the source, you have to paste it. Dot get model. Dot get model. That's it. Now here, what the error here it's asking. Alright, return. Right, it's no problem. It's returning. Right. After that, what I'm going to do is here, we have to write the same dot set row count 0. Default table model. Right. So after that, we have to write a list tag. This one you have to make it as list. Now you have to write it here, open and close a bracket. You have to write here tm dot get id comma tm dot get name comma tm dot get amount comma tm dot get amount get date, right? So you have to pass a get date comma tm dot get complete. Here I don't is complete, it's not get complete, it's complete, I think is complete, right? That's the thing, you have to write it. So we have to write like this. So after that we have to colon. After that you have to write we have to write its call it to this object m dot add row, call this row. That's the thing we have to write it. So that's the thing you have to write it. Now let's check it whether it's working fine or not. This one, this load method, you just copy it, paste inside here, paste inside here. Now let's run and check it. Target, that's a problem. Get all, the connection is null. Which connection is null? Right, the problem is with a database connection. You have to make it as a, you have to change it as a public also private. You just change it as your earlier you write public static connection you write static. It it automatically takes as a private. These all things, right? After that you write the same thing, connection object, your driver. You have to write the driver over here. This driver also we have to call it here. Okay, that's a problem. The driver here separate here, write the class and call it here. The same thing. You have to return the connection. Right, that's the thing is the error will be displayed. Now here, now if you have opened the program and you have a target, here it's working perfectly well. Right, the simple stuff you have to do it. Right, so the ID is why its ID is not working. We look at the database is working. ID column. Right, ID why it's not working. Go to target ID. Here's a model. The model also you have to return whatever you have to hint it is of the int. The get ID. Right, the problem is here. This is not a get set name, it's a get, this is not a game here, it's a problem is here, set ID. Right, that's the problem. Okay, now it's here to get as get int. That was a problem. Okay, first you have to understand. Right here. First you have to understand when the problem is come. There are many students are not understanding here. Now it's working properly. Right? First, if you get any error, you just read the error and you can get the solution. Some other students are not reading. Right? So this is how we have complete the project. So we have to do the update and delete part, all search part, all the things you have to do it later on. Thank you for watching. Hi friends, welcome to Tutor's Funny channel. Today I am going to teach the search box. Okay, here you have a search button. We have click on this. It asks the ID. If you have typed the relevant ID, target ID, the relevant details should be displayed over here. So let me see how to do the task. Right now, let's see add one button. So one button we have drag and drop it. That button I am to name it as search. Right. This button, what you are going to do is we have to go to our controller. We have to I'm going to create a one method, static method, just search. So write the same thing, public static, this is static method. We have a target, we have a we have a get id. You have to write the get id, int id, open bracket and close bracket. Here what you are going to do is target id. You have to ask the target id or the target model. It's a target, not target model. This one, right, target model here. Here it's coming, data is coming from the models. So you have to put in the models here. After that, you have to write the target model. Create the object t equal new target model. New target model. After that, you have to write string SQL equal select all from your target where id equal question mark. After that, you have to write the this connection object and prepare statement object, and this also this both are copy and paste it over here. Here you have to write it here. It asks the try and catch block. You have to ask the try and catch block. Cut off and paste it over here. After that, what I'm going to do is here rs2. You have to write the rs2. Right. Okay. So you have to search the record. So prepare statement. You search the record. So what you are going to do is here search. I'm going to write prepare statement object ps dot set int you have to write one id. What's the id you are typing on the text box is taken, match the record will be loaded match with the id. After that, we have to write the second step is here. You have to call this one. So just copy and paste it over here. You have to write here if rs2 this one. Next, right here you have to load the data. So how to load the data here? We have to get them. We don't need this one. The list we don't need them. You have to get this one. Whereas this t dot set id is rs2. This also rs2. Right. So that's the thing you have to do it. Right. You have to get all the details. So you have to write here. You have to write e dot print trace. ex dot print trace. Print trace. Right. If they get any error, how to return t. Right. So you can see here when you type the id is coming to the parameter here, it search the error and search the record. What's the target id you are typing here. This parameter is searching the id and match with the record, it will load it. And here rs2 it will get the match with result and passing to the set the matching result in the relevant field over here. Now we have to go to the view. We have to get them. Right, you have to get them. Right, so here we have to get the, when you click the id, the matching result will be displayed over here. So what you're going to do is you double click on this search button. So here where we have to write the code. Right, so here where you have to write the code. Simple, you have to write it. You have to write string id. You have to write a j option pan dot show message dialog. You have to write this. You have to write here enter the ID. The problem, this price taking error here. Sorry, the problem is not this. You write it here. Show message, not message. Show here. Show input dialog. Show input dialog. This is the thing you have write. That's why it's right. After that, you have to write a target model. This target model T equal, you have to have different name T2 equal target controller. This target controller dot get ID. But it's not target here. Dot get ID. What's the ID you are typing here? Get ID. So get ID is ID, but error because we have to convert as an integer. So integer dot pass. You have to write pass ID. That's it. Simple stuff. Simple. So you have to write like this. Simple. You have to write like this. After that, what you are going to do is txt id. You have to set the id. You have to write first. You have to set the id. You have to write int. You have to set id. You have to write int id equal. You have to write like this. You have to get the id here. You have to write like this simply. txt name. This is a text name dot set text target name t2 dot name td dot name dot get name. Copy and paste it. This one txt amount dot get amount. But things convert as a string. So you have tried here to convert a string. You have tried string dot value of txt date set text t2 dot get date. So you try to all things are set. The ID also we have tried this ID. We have tried it here. We don't need the ID, so we have tried it like this. That's the thing you have tried. Now let's check it whether it's working fine or not. Target, click it, working. One, okay. Here, respected record will be displayed. If it is two, here. If it is three, now it's working fine. So it's working fine. Okay, so very simple. So what I did here is here when you enter the ID, passing to target model through it tested. So here we have to test it to the controller TD. So what happen is it goes to the controller class get ID method. So get ID method it receive the ID here. So here it will be searched via the model to the database what the ID matching value will be. If the IDs exist, it will be matching record will be setting like this, right? After that it will return to here. display. That's the thing we have done. Right. I hope you guys you understood things well. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. If you love my channel, please subscribe me, like me. Thank you for watching. Hi, welcome to Tutor's Funny channel. In our last video, we saw the search part. In this video, I'm going to talk about the update part. So what you're going to do is you go here. I have to forget one thing. Okay, you have to get this ID as well. String ID equal string dot value of. Here you have to write the t2 dot get ID. You have to get the ID as well. So you have tested whether ID is coming or not. So you are whether ID one. They already exists this ID here. I have put it that way. So what you are going to do is here you have tested system dot out dot println whether the ID is coming successfully or not. We have to do it like this. ID2. Yeah, ID1. Sorry. Now let's if you have search it here one search one match record will be displayed here. The console will be printed. If you have the two, here it will be printed successfully. Now the ID is displayed successfully. Now what you are going to do is I'm going to go to this. If you click on the records, table records, the selectable row will be displayed to here. So if you have selected here, target, if I select this one, the selectable record will be passing this form for update. So what you're going to do is you have to select this table, right click, event, mouse, click. You have to select this one. Here we have to, the mouse click, we have to write the simple code. We have to write int row equal this table name. This is a table name. This table. Copy this, paste it over here. Dot get selected row. Get selected row if row not equal 1, the row is not equal 1. Okay, sir, the row, right, not equal 1. What you're going to do is you have to pass it this one. There's a search. After that, you have to write the string variable, string id equal get table on this one dot get value at row 0 dot to string. After that, you have to write this. You have to call this all the things you have just copied. You have to paste it over here. Okay, what's the ID you are getting? You are clicking. You have to get that particular ID. This ID we have to pass it here, and we have to load the record. That's the thing you have to write it here. So if you click on this, you click it here, it's passing. Okay, it will be changing here. Edit, it will be changing here. Okay, it will be changing the matching row, right? So for edit the records, so that's the thing I have written over here. Very simple, right? The editable record will be what's the row we have selected, it will be passing, right? So stable mouse click event, right? So you have to pass in that particular row. That's the thing you have to write it over here. Now I'm going to do the update part. So go to the controller, target controller. Here we have to go to the public static boolean target model T open and close bracket. So here what you are going to do is the same edit to code, the save code. Copy this. Here we have to write insert. Instead of insert, we have to write it here update. So write update target table target set name equal question mark comma target name amount equal question mark comma date equal question mark where the id equal question mark. We have to pass the parameter, right? The same parameter you have to pass it over here. That's the thing you have to write. So what you're going to do is here now what I'm going to do is uh, target is this target model. Okay, target, right? What you are doing is here as well a target model target. You have to write target here. We have to write here as a target. You have to write target. Put target. That's right. Perfect. Right. Now to what I'm going to say, we have to do another thing. You have to get the ID also. You have to set in this ID is a 4. So it's go to here the ID, get ID. Okay, so when you update the record, we have to pass the, if you change the name and amount and date where the ID is coming, it will be update the record based on the ID, right? So what you are going to do is, that's the thing you have to do. Now let's back to my target here, the update button, you have to write the code. So here we have to write the same code, just copy it, you have to paste it over here, right? The same code you have to paste it over here. Now you have to write it. Now here this one we have to make it as a target update. This one update. Now here when you update the record, so we have to pass the ID as well. So how to pass the ID? Here you can see the table. When you click here, this is the ID. You are passing here. We have to create this one. Here we have defined this variable inside this table mouse event. Here we have to copy and paste it over here. You have to make this one as a common one. You have to make it as integer type. This one you have to get rid of this. Here we have an integer type, we no need to convert. We have to get rid of this one, right? Now here this one we have to implement it over here. So how to get it? D dot set id here is an integer type, so that we have to get the integer, right? That's the thing. Now this one should be the update, right? Out of the fail. So let me check. Click on this. I want to update this record. Click on this. I'm going to target. You have to write target Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Target name, amount, this is amount, this is date, right? So target date, right? So you have to update here, record updated. Now let me check it again. It's working here. It's working successfully. It's working, right? So we have to, it's working successfully, right? No problem. It's working successfully, right? I hope you guys will understood the things well. In my next video tutorial, I'll be teach you the delete part. Thank you for watching.